All right. Let's blast our shoulders today. Let's get this shirt off. So when you guys are ready, we'll start with our normal arm series, arm hugs. Long arm swings, Egyptians. 10 on each, 5 with each hand on top. We'll follow that up with our sunrise good morning. It's 2 each way. 2 each way on the sunrise good mornings. Tracing big circle with the fingertips. And from there, we'll go right into baby makers, butt high, elbows back. Pry open the hips, shimmy around, open up your squat. And down into a prayer squat, nice deep squat, big chest, neutral spine. Right to push-up position, we got our pigeon pose, knee to chest. Pull your back foot back, relax into it. About a minute. And we'll switch it up other side. Go ahead and relax. We'll go seated. We got windshield wipers. Windshield wipers, 5 each way, both knees down to the same side. And from there, we go crab position, hold feet flat, elbows straight, pop your hips up, get some good shoulder extension. About 20 seconds. Go ahead and relax. We'll go supine straight leg high kicks. 10 on each side. Kick your straight leg up a little higher each time. And from there, we're going hands out, shoulder height, palms up towards the ceiling, arm circles. We'll get 5 nice and small, 5 medium, and then 5 as big as you can. Forward and backwards, so 15 forward, 15 backwards. And from there, we'll go back to push-up position. We got goat stretch, just one. Goat stretch, just one each side. Hit all 5 positions. Take your time. We'll follow up with our hand walks. We're going for 2. Hand walks in place, going for 2. And we'll grab our skinny band. Skinny band, we'll start with our dislocate series. 5 easy, and then 5 a bit more difficult. Five nice and easy to start. Elbows stay straight, butt tight, belly tight. And then bring those hands in, a little bit more difficult. 5 more. And from there, we'll stick with our skinny band, our light band. Medium point attachment, we got external rotation. So we're going 15 on each side. The band's going to be on the outside hand. We're pulling across the body, and the elbow stays pinned to the body. 15 on each side. From there, we'll get our ankles going. We have the wall lean dorsiflexion for 20. We have the single leg calf raise, 10 on each side. I'll be demoing those, but we know them. We've done them a bunch. Get those feet out nice and far. Pick the toes up as high as you can. Legs stay straight, going for 20. And then we have the single leg calf raise to follow that up. Get a nice contraction here. Really peek out. Feel that squeeze across your calf. And then lower yourself back down and drive back up. And finally, we get dead bugs. We're going 12 on each side. Then we'll get our skydiver holds. Dead bugs, 12 each side. Take your time on these. Work to keep your shoulders off the ground the entire time. No rush. Twelve each side. Whew. We'll get our skydiver holds, you guys. I want you to focus on pushing your toes into the ground just like we did yesterday. Let's minimize feet coming off the ground so we minimize any type of stress across the low back. So squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, feet together, point your toes, thumbs up towards the ceiling. 5 with a 5-second hold. I'll say up, I'll say down. Rep number 1 in 3, 2, 1, up. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. And down. Whew. All right, so we will need shoulder midline stuff today. We're starting with just band stuff. We will need our light band at our medium anchor point, but also our medium band at our medium anchor point, because we're going to set up that Y. So we'll need our light band just by itself. That's going to be for one movement. And then we'll also need the medium band plus the light band for our Y setup. And I'll review this as we get to each movement. All right. So we're also going to need our Y setup as well. So we're only using medium point attachment, and we're using our medium and our light band either in combination together or just by themselves. So just make sure you guys have access to all that stuff. So we'll start with, after saying all that, we'll start with just our light band. We'll pull off press, and we'll do a bunch of variations. So we know this one, step out. We get some good resistance with that band. I have a wide stance. My knees are soft and I'm pressing out front. The band wants to pull me into a bad position. I'm fighting with my midline to stay nice and square. Our first set will be 15 just presses, you guys. So just presses straight out front. 15 pull off presses. Once you've done 15, hit the other side. Whew. And when you guys are done with that, we will need our Y setup. We will need that Y setup at the medium anchor point. We're doing three-way shoulder raise. We're doing Y, front, and lateral. So we know all these. We've done them all in the past. After we do our Y raises, we will need to unhook the light band. So just pop it out, and we'll use it individually. So just so we're all on the same page, once you guys have this set up, I'm just going to go through the movements we're going to do real quick so we know the transition to do this quickly. I don't want a whole lot of rest in between these. So Y raises, make a nice big letter Y. This is basically going to hit the angle from shoulder height to overhead. From there, you guys are going to unhook your band, and then we're very familiar with both our front raise and our lateral raise. So those are three raises we're doing. We have Y, front, and lateral. And we will start with the Y. Let me get all of this stuff out of the way. All right, here we go. So we're going for time on all of these, you guys, and we'll play with the time domain just a little bit. So first, we're starting with the Y raises. We're going to go 30 seconds through on the Y, the front, and then lateral to finish. So timer begins for the Ys in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. They don't need to be fast. Just get some good reps in. Five, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Unhook your light band. Going right to the front raise. Again, we have 30 seconds. The timer is going. Let's knock them out. You got a whole bunch here. This is a fairly easy one. We will do some variations with holds and stuff throughout this. Oh yeah, it's creeping up. 5 seconds. And lateral right to it. Ten. 3, 2, 1. That's time. Beautiful. All right, so we'll go back to the pull off. You guys are going to cycle through these two movements, and then we'll move on to new ones. Pull off, this time we're going 10 presses. So do the 10 presses on your own, right into 10 pulses. We'll go 10 and 10. 10 on the pull off press, The pulse, you guys remember, is basically from shoulder to shoulder. So it's a very small range of motion. We're just trying to add some instability that we need to brace and stabilize with our midline. So press for 10, pulse for 10. I'll be demoing. You guys can do it when you're ready. We're going to hit both sides. Okay, both sides. Nice job, you guys. When you are done with that, we'll start with our skinny band free. So we can go in reverse this time. We're gonna go lateral raise, front raise, and then the Y raises. So lat, front, and then Y. We'll obviously have to hook up our Y setup to do the Y raises at the end. We're gonna bump up the time to 35 seconds, so a little bit more time. No holds yet, just a little bit more time. We're starting with lateral raises. So light band, stepping on it. We're going straight out to the side. 35 seconds, timer begins in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Five, 2, 1. All right, front raise, 35 seconds. Ten, 3, 2, 1. Set up your Y. 35 seconds, timer begins in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh. 15. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good work, you guys. We'll need just our light band, our last pull off. We're going 10, 10, 10. 10 presses, 10 pulses, and then a 10-second hold. Count your own hold. And the hold will be in that press position. So with your elbows nice and straight. Again, I'll be here demoing. We have 10 on the presses, 10 on the pulse, basically shoulder to shoulder, and then right back to basically the end position of the press for a 10-second hold. Mark your own hold. 10, 10, 10. Let's do it. Make sure your knees are slightly bent. You have a nice wide base. Belly stays tight. Whew. and hit the other side. All right. Oh. All right, last one on the raises. We're going to throw in a hold. We'll go in the order we did to start. So we're going to go Y, front, lateral. We'll stick with 30 seconds. We're going to bring it down, but we're going to finish with a 10-second hold on all three. So 10-second hold at the peak on the Y, 10-second hold on your front raise, which will not be that bad, and then a 10-second hold on the lat raise. So 30 seconds of the actual reps, and then a 10-second hold to finish it off. So Y to start. Timer, I'll keep you updated on the time, but also I'll keep you updated on when the hold starts and when it ends. Y raises to start. Timer begins in 5, 3, 2, 1. Get your reps in. Ten-second hold, 2, 1, 10 seconds. And stop. Unhook your band. Front raise. This one's not too bad. Timer begins in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds of work, and then 10-second hold. Oh, man. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Stop. Lateral raises. Let's do it. Timer's going. Two, 1, hold. Stop. Oh. All right, nice job. Take a little breather, grab some water if you want some. We will move on. Okay. All right. So we're going to go, you could use the your light band. Actually, you could use your light or your medium band at your low or your medium anchor point. So either one of those is fine. We've done this a couple times in the past. We're going to do our side plank banded row. So the side plank is really the focus. The row is not supposed to be hard. It's going to add a little instability, but also just changes. We're not going for time. We're not going to count our reps. So we'll do 20 rows on each side. You guys can have your light band at your medium or your low point, or you can have your medium band at your medium or your low point. Either one should be fine. Just make sure you step out far enough, and also make sure you're completely perpendicular to the point or the angle of the band, right? So I'm in my side plank right here. I shouldn't be kind of like overhead with it. And I'll demo that. So get your band set up. Like I said, low or medium works. We're going to go into our side plank. We'll be doing 20 rows on each side. And our goal is obviously to maintain stability across our midline. If you want to go on your knees for the side plank, that's totally fine as well. I may do my knees. We'll see. So I'm in my side plank position and I'm doing my rows. And actually just feeling the medium band, you guys are more than welcome to cut it in half so you have 2 loops if you want more resistance. Again, the row shouldn't be real hard. It should just add a little instability to the side plank. That's really the goal here. So I'll kind of check you guys out, maybe give you some pointers. Let's get our first set in. We have 20 reps. And you may feel in this first set, the row is too easy. I even kind of mentioned going a little lighter than probably we need to. So if the row is super easy, you can obviously go up in resistance, back up a little bit if you need to. 20 on each side. Make sure you guys are squeezing your butt cheeks nice and tight. And we should have a straight line from our shoulders all the way through our hips, through our knees, down to our heels. There shouldn't be a break, which typically happens at our hips. Someone sits back too far with the hips. Get your 20 on each side. Guys look solid. One thing in your side plank, don't let your hips sag. So that inside hip that's closest to the ground, make sure that stays elevated at least like 6 to 8 inches. It shouldn't be sagging 1 inch off the ground. We got 20 rows on each side. And I don't think I've said this, you guys, row with control. This should be a pretty mellow row. So this should be a complete control. So I don't have any additional movement across my midline. I don't want to be too herky-jerky with this. A very smooth row. Yeah, Eddie, that's great. And awesome, Val, good. You guys look pretty good, pretty awesome. Finish off that first set. I'll join you guys for the next set. I just wanted to see that. All right, and we will need our bag. You guys are going to do some seated strict press, and we'll do some small variations as far as either tempo on the way down, holds overhead, holds in the bottom, stuff like that. So seated, we'll be in a pike position. Legs straight out front. We have our bag for our presses. So let's go total reps. Let me see. Let's get 16 total reps. You can obviously bring this down for the first 8. So for the first half, I want you guys to do the slow eccentric. So about 5 seconds on the way down, then press it back up. After you finish halfway, then you can just go normal pace. So rep number 1 through 8 will be press up, slow on the way down, press back up. And then 9 through 16 will be just normal pace. Hopefully I did the math right on that. Yes. All right. So we're pressing slower to start. Normal press. Speed on the way up, but control the way down for the first 8. And the next 8, normal. Finish those off. Obviously, chop down the reps if you need to. And we will go back to our side plank row. Side plank row. Make sure you have some adequate resistance for that row. And we're sticking with 20 on each side, you guys. So we're not going for time. We're going for reps, and we got 20 on each side. Oh. We will go back to our bag, you guys. We'll stick with, we'll bring it down 15 just for the sake of ease in counting numbers. Every third rep, I want you guys to hold the overhead position for 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3 reps, 5-second hold. 1, 2, 3 reps, 5-second hold until you guys hit the 15 rep mark. So every third rep, so rep number 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15, we're holding for 5 seconds. But the remaining reps, the other reps, you don't need to hold. Only rep number 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Finish those off and we'll go to our side plank row. Last set, 20 each side. And we'll finish with one more press and we'll do our conditioning. Twenty on each side for the side plank row. Last set here. Oh. Tomorrow, you guys will be a more mobility focused day. So if you guys have stretches you want to see or learn how to stretch something out, just let me know tomorrow. We can modify accordingly. So if your low back's tight and you're stretching it out right now, Eddie, just let me know and we can address those things tomorrow if you guys need to. All right. All right. So last set on the press, you guys are going 15 reps. We're going to combine the two things. We're going to go the heavy eccentric, so the heavy lowering phase for the first 6. We're also going to do the hold on every third. So not to get too confusing, but for rep number 1, 2, 3, lower nice and slow, lower nice and slow, lower nice and slow. Sorry, number 3, you're actually holding. Then lower nice and slow. Again, 3 more reps in which you're lowering nice and slow, and you're going to hold that third rep overhead. Then go normal pace and do every third rep is a 5-second hold. Probably sounds crazy confusing, but you guys got it. As long as the shoulders are getting taxed, that's all that matters. First one's nice and slow on the way down. On the third rep, get your 5-second hold. And then cycle through that one more time. And once you've done those first 6 reps, then you can go normal pace, hold every 3. Normal pace, hold every 3. Until you hit rep number 15. biggest thing, tax your shoulders. That's all I really care about. Whether it's holding, slow on the way down, or just normal reps, just tax your shoulders. All right, you guys, workout wise, we will need a jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, burpees, jumping jacks work totally fine. We've done this variation a bunch. It's just a good overhead workout with some midline and then the jump rope. We're going to go 2 rounds, 30 bag push press, 20 hollow body rocks, and then we'll kind of sync up on the jump rope together, getting anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes, kind of based on where you join in. So don't worry, I'll handle it. I'll let you know when you're jumping, when you're not. Actually, a quick show of hands, you guys. If you are going to come tomorrow, do you guys have a lacrosse ball or a baseball? Lacrosse ball or baseball? If you guys are coming, have your lacrosse ball on standby and let's use it tomorrow. We can open up our glutes and stuff like that. I kind of have a consistent group, so we can open up our mobility a little bit more. If you guys have a lacrosse ball, baseball, tennis ball is a little too soft. A softball works fine as well. It's just a little bigger. But if you guys have that, we can use it tomorrow. We can really open up our glutes and our low back. So just have it on standby. All right, we're going 2 rounds, 30 bag push press, 20 hollow body rocks, 2-minute jump rope, or 1 to 2 minute, I should say, based on where you hop in on the jump rope. Easy stuff. We've done this combo in the past. So we'll start the timer in about 30 seconds. 30 bag push press, 20 hollow body rocks, and 1 to 2 minutes on the jump rope. We'll go in 15 seconds. In 5. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We'll sync up on the jump rope, don't worry. 30 bag push press to start. Thirty push press, 20 hollow rocks. Finish those hollow bodies. The timer for the jump rope will begin. Once about half you guys are there, we'll start that timer. But start jumping once you get to the jump rope. All right, 2-minute clock starts right now. Burpees, jumping jacks work fine. One more minute. 5. 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, right back to it. Push press. 30. Twenty hollows. Oh. And final jump rope, you guys. Timer has begun. 30 seconds. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. That's time. Good work, you guys. If you have time, let's hang out for our straddle and our hip flexors. Okay. Let's go left hand overhead to right. Right hand overhead to left. Back to center. Try and get a little deeper. Elbows down if you can. Go ahead and relax. Go to your bench, to your wall, or just in space. And we'll hook our foot. We'll get our hip flexors. Again, all the ab work we do, we can get a lot of tugging across our low back. That's why these are so freaking important. Just feel something across that anterior hip. And make sure you guys aren't overextending. Don't throw your shoulders back to feel it. Still try and keep your ribs tucked and feel it via your hips. Push your hips forward. So squeeze that butt cheek nice and tight. Try not to throw the shoulders back too much. Because you'll feel it, but you're kind of putting more stress on your low back, which isn't good. Ten seconds. And we'll switch it up other side. And final 5 seconds. Go ahead and relax. That's it. Good job, you guys. Good shoulder pump. Tomorrow we're going to stretch out. We'll get our heart rate up, then we'll stretch some more. But yeah, nice job. And Eddie, awesome. Karen, good work. Val, Janet, awesome job. Good to see you, John. Nice work. We'll see you guys tomorrow or later this week.
And Andrew, we like that lower back stretch stuff.
Yes. So we'll target some stuff tomorrow, and then yeah, with a lacrosse ball, we can dig into it in a whole different way. So we'll play with some good stretches tomorrow.
Sweet, thank you.
Yeah,
See you guys.